Good morning/afternoon, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you to our session on the comprehensive guide to functional behavior assessment. Today, we'll explore systematic strategies designed to help us accurately identify, understand, and effectively intervene in challenging behaviors. This guide will provide practical insights and tools that you can apply in various settings to support positive behavior change. Let's dive in. Functional Behavior Assessment, or FBA, is a structured method used to figure out the underlying reasons for challenging behaviors. Instead of just looking at what the behavior looks like, it digs deeper to understand why someone might be acting that way. The main goal of FBA is to identify the purpose behind behavior so we can develop interventions that are tailored and effective. By pinpointing what reinforces or maintains behavior, we can create strategies that address those specific needs. Importantly, FBA focuses on the function of behavior rather than just its form, which means we're looking at what the behavior is trying to achieve. This perspective is crucial for educators and clinicians because it allows them to design supports that truly make a difference in managing and improving behavior. The first step in our process is identifying the target behavior. This means we need to clearly define exactly what behavior we want to assess. It's important that these behaviors are described in a way that is clear, observable, and measurable. This helps ensure that the data we collect is accurate and reliable. For instance, instead of just saying behavior is aggressive, we should be more specific, like hitting a peer with an open hand. By using precise examples like this, we reduce any ambiguity and make it easier for everyone involved to observe and record the behavior consistently. This clarity is key to improving the overall quality of our observations. When collecting data on behavior, it's crucial to use multiple methods. This includes direct observation, conducting interviews, and utilizing behavior rating scales to get a well-rounded view. Gathering data over time and in different settings is equally important because it helps identify consistent patterns, like when and where behavior happens, or any specific circumstances that might influence it. By combining these approaches, we achieve a comprehensive understanding of the behavior, including its context and potential triggers or reinforcements, which is essential for effective analysis and intervention. Now that we've gathered data, the next step is to analyze it carefully to formulate hypotheses about the function of the behavior. Essentially, we're trying to understand why the behavior is occurring. Common reasons often fall into a few categories. The person might be seeking attention from others, trying to escape or avoid certain tasks or demands, aiming to access preferred items or activities, or looking for sensory stimulation or comfort. By creating these hypotheses, we can tailor our interventions more precisely to address the root cause of behavior, rather than just the behavior itself. This focused approach increases the likelihood of effectively supporting positive change. Now, let's talk about testing hypotheses through observations. First, it's essential to validate our hypotheses by conducting systematic observations or functional analyses. This means carefully watching and recording the behavior in a structured way to see if our initial ideas hold true. Next, we assess how accurate our hypothesis is. Does the predictive function truly explain why the behavior happens? This step is critical because it helps us understand the behavior more precisely. Finally, by confirming or refuting our hypotheses, we ensure that any interventions we develop are reliable and based on solid evidence, not just assumptions. This way, we can be confident that our strategies will be effective and meaningful. Now that we've confirmed the function of the behavior, the next step is to develop a tailored behavior intervention plan. This plan is designed specifically to address the underlying reasons for behavior, ensuring our approach is focused and effective. When implementing the plan, we'll use strategies like teaching replacement behaviors that serve the same purpose as the problem behavior. We'll also look at modifying environmental factors to reduce triggers that may provoke the behavior. Additionally, changing reinforcement patterns helps encourage positive behaviors by rewarding desired actions appropriately. Ultimately, this personalized intervention plan aims to create lasting behavior change. By targeting the root causes and consistently applying these strategies, we promote meaningful and sustainable improvements. Now, let's focus on monitoring and evaluating outcomes, which is a crucial step in the process. First, it's important to continuously observe the individual's behavior and assess how well the intervention plan is working. This ongoing monitoring helps us catch any issues early and ensures the plan remains effective. Next, collecting ongoing data is key. This means gathering information regularly to track progress. By doing this, we can make informed decisions and adjust the plan as needed to better support the individual. Finally, documenting the outcomes is essential. Keeping detailed records not only helps us see if improvements are sustained over time, but also provides valuable insights to guide any future changes or additional support. This way, the intervention remains dynamic and responsive to the individual's needs. To summarize, functional behavior assessment is a structured way to understand and address challenging behaviors effectively. The process involves several steps. First, we identify the specific behaviors we're concerned about. Then, we collect data to get a clear picture, develop hypotheses about the reasons behind those behaviors, and validate those assumptions. Based on this understanding, we create targeted interventions and continuously monitor their effectiveness. The main purpose of this method is to provide a systematic approach that supports successful behavior management. Finally, it's important to remember that ongoing collaboration among all involved parties and consistent monitoring are essential to achieving lasting positive outcomes.